I make games and I make art because I want to connect with people. I want to pass on something to another person that I've never met.
So to have like a feeling or an emotion go into the game and then come out correctly the other side, I feel like I've had a kind of conversation wordlessly with this person without talking to them.
To know that we've succeeded in doing that with our game is a really, really great feeling.
The organizational puzzle game Unpacking comes out tomorrow.
Oh no, occasional music glitches. Oh, hang on, I enjoyed the soundtrack but found a few instances where the background music would go silent for minutes at a time. That was on purpose. I have this, I don't know if I'm just kind of feeling a bit kind of worried about things going wrong, but like, it's good. Right now that looks really positive. I was working at Sega Studios Australia, and I kind of reached this point where I was actually writing prototypes. I was actually like pitching games internally and stuff. And we got this feeling, it's like, look, we can do this on our own. We can make games. And that kind of led to Assault Android Cactus, which was our first game.
Don't worry, I do this kind of thing all the time.
I graduated right after the global financial crisis, so job opportunities were not plenty. I worked kind of odd jobs at little kind of projects that didn't really take off until I landed a junior artist position at Halfbrick Studios here in Brisbane. And there's the Guardian article.
Yeah.
Have you read that yet?
No.
Let's read it. Okay, I'm excited. Because for this one we actually did a photo shoot. It's really fun. The important thing is that you can do things fast. It's very counter to creativity and experimentation. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll freelance again, but I'm gonna take a little break first. And it happened to coincide with like Tim moving in with me, and that's how we started working on Unpacking. Most people know well the tedium and joy of moving into some small space and making it their own. Meticulously putting things away might not immediately seem like award-winning video game material, but Tim Dawson is hoping it will prove popular.
Wren's ambivalent though.
I'm ambivalent. We were unpacking his stuff and taking things out of boxes, putting them on the shelves, and I realized there was something kind of game-like about it. And we also realized that you can tell a lot about a person through the items that they own, and we thought maybe we can tell a story through this.
Originally we were thinking you could do like a series of little stories, like different people's apartments around one city, and they clearly interact in some way. But it gelled when Wren was like, I want to tell a story about somebody. It's one of those ideas that makes so much sense that it's like, oh, yes, of course. It doesn't feel like you've come up with the idea. It felt like you brushed away the dirt and found the completed shape of the idea.
We started in February, I think end of February 2018. And we kind of worked on it on-off that year, but we started full-time in 2019, so altogether about 3.5 years.
So my parents got me this map for, I think, Christmas one year. It's like a scratch-off map where you're supposed to be able to like scratch off the countries you visited. We went to Sweden to do Stugan. We showed the game in Japan. We showed the game in the US. Obviously, we're already in Australia. I'm like, yes, no worries. Like, how long? It shouldn't take long to like start peppering the map together. Like, it's unstoppable. And then COVID happened, and now it's just like this static map that we haven't left the state.
We were going to end the game on 2020, which was originally supposed to be the release year of Unpacking. Then we were like, we're not finishing the game on like the characters entering the pandemic. Like, that's really dark. And we don't know what the world's gonna look like after, so we don't wanna make it later. So that's why the game ends in 2018.
I think there's been a bunch of moments where like seeing someone either play it on a stream or see them playing it at an event and basically saying word for word something that I had intended to have in the game, like a feeling. That's the thing, like, because you can't put a feeling into the game, you can only put like items and code and rules. And so to have like a feeling or an emotion go into the game and then come out correctly the other side is like extremely affirming. Like, it kind of like, ooh, I feel like I've had a kind of a kind of conversation wordlessly with this person without talking to them, and it's like that was a nice feeling. I think it sounds kind of weird, but
no, that's exactly like I totally agree with that, because this is why I make art, and I think definitely like to me games are art, and I make games and I make art because I want to connect with people. I want to convey a message. I want to make friends, or even without making friends, I want to pass on something to another person that I've never met. And to know that we've succeeded in doing that with our game is a really, really great feeling.
I keep trying to remind myself that it's not real until it is, that like all of this is just potential. Everything is looking good. It's a good sign, but not to get too carried away, I guess.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Unpacking.
Thank you very much. We didn't have a speech prepared for this one because,
I don't know that I can replicate Unpacking. Like, it's done like way better than I could have ever imagined. If I make other games and people just think they're all right, like that's also fine. Just as long as I keep making things that I care about and think are meaningful and interesting, then that's all that really matters.